Lael here. Today I'm going to show you some of my blocks. It was such an exciting week this week with all these blocks turning up. It took us a couple of days to get organised, and I thought I'd just show you 3 different things I do with them. If you really love them, go and see Hilary Beatties, because she's the queen of using these beautiful blocks which she designs. So the first one I just do is, these are the Inktense blocks, which, you know, pretty fabulous for. So I'm just doing a rubbing, and it won't be totally clear because it's hard to hold it firm. And I'm doing it on Tissue-Tex, which I know lots of you know I like to use. So there it is there, and just very temporary. So that's my rubbing, very simple. This is a lovely one, it's a Ferns one, and I wouldn't have noticed it, but somebody bought it and I thought, oh, I have to have that one. So then I take it to a piece of felt, it doesn't matter what you put it onto, bond it to it with fusible webbing and iron it to it, and then when you spray it, and of course I use these sprays, it's the liquid makes the Inktense block permanent at that point, and it won't come off once you apply a bit of liquid. It's got a bit of movement, but that's okay because the Tissue-Tex is slightly fibrous paper anyway. It does come from the abaca tree. And then once I've done that, there it is bonded, and I've sprayed it with colour, and you can see the outline, and it's there all ready to go. And then I've stitched it. I've stitched it with Super Twist, you know, my favourite metallic thread, and there it is as a feature. So you could cut this and make it into a tag, or as part of whatever your project that you're doing, but how easy is that to use? And that colour is permanent, of course, because I've ironed it on again once I've sprayed it, so it's a permanent fixture. So that's using the blocks and what happens there with those. And then the second thing that I've done is to take my paint. It's a little bit of this is that Lumiere olive green, which is the best paint that it's the best of all the Lumiere paints. It's that sort of two-tony one, and I've used them to print with. So this is one that I've done. See the prints and how they come up. This is a piece of hand-dyed soot Noil, and how easy is it to, I'll just do a little one here to show you because I haven't put a lot of paint on. And make sure you cover your block. And then print on the surface. Sometimes it's better to have a slightly softer underneath, and I've got a piece of posting bag, and there it is, a little bit faint, this one, because of that, but when I put a little bit of padding you can see how lovely they are, and then of course you can stitch on them, but that's actually quite nice anyway because it's not full on, and I like them when they're not always like that. So that's the painting, very easy, wash everything out afterwards. Another one I've done with painting is to use the same paint, and this is the lime leaves block, and paint onto your surface. And this is one of my chiffon woven backgrounds, so it's got other things there, and I've done a little bit of hand stitching. So printing onto one of your surfaces that you've created, so you've got other textured stitching coming up, and then that's permanent, of course. And I did the other one like this, but how you use it is entirely up to you. And the last way that I've used them is to take paint again, and I've used a different colour this time, red and something else that was there, and I've used the lovely flower head one, and this is onto a piece of Loutre d'Urso, not Loutre d'Urso, sorry, Evelyn. So then I've done a separate one. Isn't that wonderful? Such a wonderful design. And I actually used my soldering iron and burnt it all out, and I'm not at all precise, so I got a bit impatient and it did come apart here, but that doesn't really matter. I just wanted to show you how it works. There's a lot of fiddly diddly stuff, which is, I haven't really got the patience for it, but once that's what you can do with Evelyn, is to soldering iron it out very easily. So it was just wonderful as a background onto other colours, and then or you could put colour over the top of it. So there, I hope that's given you a few little ideas for today. See you next time.